Hello everybody, I am Coach Kim and I am here with the Indiana Parkinson Foundation's I Climb exercise program. And today you are joining me for a short stretching session and we're going to be concentrating on the hips and the torso, which are very important, especially with our posture, our hip mobility, and everything that we do in our activities of daily living. So thank you for being here. And if you will find a nice sturdy chair and take a seat, I will have you sit up off the back of the chair, and that of course engages the core. And we're going to start with some pelvic tilts. And what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna roll through your hips. You're gonna hide that belly button in this first movement, rounding the low back. And then you're gonna push the belly button forward and arch the low back, all right? So now you're gonna go back, hide the belly button, round the low back, tilting the hip bucket, what I like to call backwards. And now I want you to roll it forward, tilting the bucket forward, okay? You can place one hand in front and one hand in back if that helps you with that point of reference. And we're just rolling through in a slow, controlled fashion. This is a great movement so that that rigidity does not affect your ability to get up and down out of a chair, to move your hips from extension to flexion and vice versa. Good. Let's do 2 to 3 more. If you find one position is tighter than the other, you can hang out there for a second and come up to a nice tall posture. All right, so now what I want you to do is just rock right and left from side to side. All right, so now I'm just practicing that weight shift, side to side, right to left. And now we're gonna go into some hip walking. So I want you to walk your hips back to the back of the chair and to the front, all the way up to the front, and then back again to the back of the chair, and again back to the front. Let's do that 2 more times. So coming all the way to the back and then forward, and 1 more time. Good job. And forward. Great. All right, now I'm gonna have you take your legs a little bit wider than hip width, okay? And we're going to take our right elbow to our right thigh, and then I just want you to stretch your arm up and over and get that nice stretch all the way from the hip up through the ribs and the shoulder. Take some nice deep breaths here. This is a great opportunity to expand those lungs. And let's come to center. I want you to come nice and tall in the center each time we come back here. And now let's go to the other side. My left elbow to my left thigh, and reach that other arm up and over. And again, taking the advantage here of taking that nice deep breath, expanding the lungs, reaching all the way over. And coming up and back to center. Great job. Let's walk those legs back in. And now that we've done a little bit more of the side to side, let's go back into the pelvic tilts for a moment. Just feel Pay attention to how you're feeling in the hips now. Are they a little looser? Feeling a little bit better than they did when you started? Forward and back. Nice job. Back and forth. Good. Last one. And come up to center. All right, now we're going to do a little torso rotation. I want you to take your left hand, take it to the outside of your right knee, and rotate over to the right, keeping your shoulders level and taking some nice deep breaths here. Remember, don't force, just stretch. And if your range of motion is not where you want it to be, don't be frustrated. Just take your time, be grateful for what your body can do now, and know that as you work on this, it will loosen up. Good. One more breath in. And come to center. Very good. This time, let's take that right hand and put it on the outside of your left knee. I'm gonna rotate over the left, keeping my shoulders nice and level. Chin is up, away from the chest. And again, nice deep breaths. Thankful for what our bodies can do here and for what they can do in the future as we loosen up. Fantastic job, you guys. And then bring it back to center. Fantastic. Okay, so for today, we're gonna finish up with something we call hip abduction, all right? So either in your shoes or your socked feet, you're just gonna take one leg and you're gonna open, all right? And you're gonna bring it back to center. Now, pay attention, my knee stays over my ankle. So a lot of times what happens is our knee likes to lead or fall in, right? So keep it right over that ankle and making sure that these muscles back here are doing the work. Just open slowly and bring it back together. Open slowly and back together. Now to maintain that nice tall posture, you can even take this opposite hand and put it right by your head and open and close. All right, let's do 2 more on this side and back. And last one, open and back. Fantastic. All right, now I'm gonna go to my left side. So I'm gonna take my right hand to my head. And I'm gonna open and close back up. Fantastic. Let's open and close back up. Good, maintaining that nice tall posture. Okay, zip it up, keep it tall. Keeping that core strong by practicing our posture every time. Bring it back. Let's do 2 more. And bring it one more time. Fantastic. And back together. Great. Now I'm gonna bring my hands back down to center and we're gonna finish with some pelvic tilts. So again, going into those tilts, hiding the belly button, rounding the low back, and then pushing the belly out front and arching the low back. So here, when we're rounding the low back, all right, that's the posterior tilt, and then we take the belly out and arch the low back. That's the anterior tilt. So rolling through that. One more time. Good. One more time, back and forward to a nice tall posture. Thank you so much for being here and increasing your range of motion and helping that rigidity stay at bay today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.